Gato Roboto is all your favorite aspects of a metroidvania in a tight package. Great for people who love the genre, but don't want to play a 10-hour game. Gato Roboto is bite-sized, clocking in at around 3 hours. But if you're wondering if a smaller game ruins it, well, it doesn't. Anyway, Gato Roboto has what you expect. You're a cat that gets a robot suit to explore a facility to save your owner that crashed his ship. Wait a minute. That's pretty unexpected. Kiki the cat is a badass though. But the gameplay is more typical to a Metroidvania. Exploring room to room, getting new abilities, and being locked off from new areas until you get those upgrades. Exploration is simple since the map is quite small. There are only a few areas where you take an elevator to a new map. Also, there's minimal backtracking. It's jarring when it does happen at the end of the game. I thought, why add it now? I don't mind that backtracking is missing because traveling through rooms you've already visited can be incredibly dull. I did notice that I started really relying on the map to explore. The game reveals rooms in an outline if you haven't visited, and you only need to visit the ones you haven't been to finish the game. I was continually checking to see if the way I was going was correct, and to see where I needed to go next. Because of the map, there's zero guessing what to do next, which keeps the Gato Roboto experience focused. I will note that some of the rooms have multiple paths through them, so it's not always straightforward, but it's typically used to hide secrets. And without trying too hard, I was able to uncover 8 of the hidden cassettes. Note that Gato Roboto has a lot of little locked room battles. You can't progress until you destroy all the enemies the first time in the room. They're not tricky, so it can be slightly annoying if you're trying to get through the room. There's nothing to gain from killing the enemies either, so I stopped. After about the halfway point, if an enemy was in the way, I would just run by. My favorite mechanic in Gato Roboto is that Kiki, the cat, can hop out of the mech. In fact, you start the game without it, and you have to work your way through part of the game to go get it. It's an amazing start. Once you get the suit, sometimes it's too big to fit in tight spaces. So you pop out, and as a much smaller cat, you can fit through. You also find a watercraft, even though the cat can swim. See, the problem with being just a cat is that you only have 1 hit point. So touch one enemy, and you're going back to the checkpoint. It's very dangerous. Gato Roboto is at its best when it mixes these 3 in one room. Having to switch between them makes me nervous since the cat is so fragile. It's unfortunate that it only happens late in the game, but expected since the game is so small. Expect a lot of cute humor surrounding being a cat. I'm a fan, but I'm also a fan of cats. Furthermore, I'm a fan of the simplistic art style with only 2 colors. I imagine it will not be for everyone, and if that's the case, can someone explain that to me? It's sensible, but also has plenty of detail to keep it exciting, so I don't get it. I bet Gato Roboto would look great in full color, too. You will find more colors as you play, but it's more of a filter and it keeps the same 2-color palette. Where most gamers will have an issue is that Gato Roboto is fairly easy, especially for the genre. There are many save points, so you never lose too much progress if you die. So with the small map and health extensions, I wasn't worried about dying. Your mech health pool is enormous by the end of the game. The bosses will give you the most trouble, but even then, they're painless, and a save point is right next to it. I think I died, 3 times. I was never worried about it. I died because I didn't know the boss pattern. And even those locked room battles aren't complicated. Keep in mind you'll get about 3 hours out of the game total, and I don't think you can drag it out much more than that. The only thing extra you can do is find the different color palettes, and finding them gives you a secret bonus, but this is not required for finishing the game. I can't see you replaying the game at any point either. Overall, Gato Roboto is perfect if you don't have a lot of time and want to experience a metroidvania. This means for hardcore players, I'm not sure how much they're going to get out of it. For me, it's great, since I want that tight experience that I can get through quickly. Gato Roboto is a solid game that only brings being a cat to the table. But it nails all the basics, and is cute enough that I enjoy playing it. Love cats. Thank you. Gato Roboto is awesome, but what should I play next? Thanks for watching. You can hit subscribe now.